The big race of the day, the Coral Stewards Cup, was next. 6 furlongs of the trip. AndreaAtzeni, a well-supported favourite at 100 to 30.
Rain relenting, they're just about ready. No Summergand, and they're away. On the extreme left, Aphelios, and one of them is unseated, leaving the starting stalls. And that looked to be Rumstar. Rumstar has been unseated, leaving the stalls. Aphelios on the far side showing good speed. Also over on the far side, Vintage Clarets, the loose horse preceding them over there. Showing speed is Watcher and also Mr. Wagyu on that far side. Chasing them hard then on the far side is the favourite Orazio, who's just joining into the centre group now. On the stand side, it's significantly from Apollo 1, then Bielsa and Sterling Knight and Badri just behind Good Earth, Jean Le Pen in the red cap, and then chairman of the board as they race on down towards the final couple of furlongs then. Hard to say what's in front. Well, the loose horse is the one that's leading. Apollo 1 coming through on the stand side to lead now, heading significantly. Down the centre is AbermaGold with Mr. Wagyu. On the far side, Orazio is coming through a bit now. Right on the far rail is Aphelios. Also running a big race is Elise Dancer, and it's AbermaGold in the centre that may lead. Elise Dancer on the far side, Apollo 1 on the near side, and then Mr. Wagyu as they race up towards the line. AbermaGold from Apollo 1, and AbermaGold has won the Stewards Cup from in second Apollo 1. Tight for third, Mr. Wagyu possibly on the near side, Bielsa on the far side. Elise Dancer ran a cracker, and running on was Spanish Star, followed by significantly and Aphelios, and behind those Albashir.
Success for AbermaGold at 18 to 1 for AndreaAtzeni and David Omeara. Apollo 1 second at 10 to 1. Bielsa third at 12s. And Mr. Wagyu was fourth at 14 to 1. Rumstar unseated his jockey at the start to try to get it out under the gates, and then unseated his jockey thereafter. AbermaGold used to be with Keith Dalglish, now retired, switched to David Omeara, and won at York last time up, carried a £6 penalty here and on much slower ground, but it was no bar to success under AndreaAtzeni, beating the game and consistent Apollo 1. The action unfolding stand side.
The winning horse is a golf horse.
Apollo 1 second again. What a brilliant horse. Second in the Stewards Cup, having been second in the Woking, second at Epsom. Richard Kingscote on board. I don't know whether to commiserate you or congratulate you. I'm going to do both.
Yeah, it's frustrating to be second all the time, but you know, he's running with a huge amount of credit every time, and he's not really doing anything wrong. Just turns out that we didn't really have anything to give us a lead our side, and he's having to do it the hard way, rolling over to a bit of company the whole finish. So, you know, it's a bit frustrating that he's finishing second, and then the handicapper doesn't particularly help him either. But, you know, he deserves to be winning one of these big pots for them.
With a bit of company for longer, do you think he might have got it?
Yeah, there was a few times in the last couple of furlongs I thought, OK, we will go and win, but we just weren't able to quite peg it back. So I think a lead does really help him, and we haven't had that the last twice, which has been a bit annoying.
And finally, conditions out there, how would you describe them?
Very difficult. It's taken a hammering. You know, they've done well to get us through the week, and yeah, it's not great.
Are we heading towards unraceable territory here?
Yeah, I think the bends are unraceable. You know, we got away with it being up the straight there, but being on the bends earlier, they're in a, you know, they've had a hard time.
Okay, Richard, thank you for your thoughts.
Thank you.
AbermaGold has smashed through the mud to win the Stewards Cup for David Omeara. As the rain was sluicing down, I bet you were hoping, I do hope this race goes ahead.
Absolutely.